What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Night Family Racing. We are going to tip you guys just a skosh. Howdy. So, it's like 25-ish, 27, somewhere in that ballpark. But, you know the rule. Sun's out. Doesn't feel as bad. So, we're going to get this panel completely undone. Get it off the car, start prepping it so we can paint that at some point. This is small enough to where I might be able to just paint it in that room and have like a fan blowing, so I'll pass out. And then with this out of the way, we can set this panel in a way that this thicker panel will kind of cover part of it instead of the other way around. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll just get into it. Alright, so I just had the fight of my life trying to get these rivets out. But our panel's off. And we're pretty much ready to go. Okay, I'll do the rest of these off camera. I usually do my best to not besmirch or talk down or say, you know, less than desirable things about products that I use or companies that produce the products. But these drill bits, I got them the same time I got our new rivet gun from Harbor. I don't know if you guys can see, but that joker got a bend in it so fast. But I did get like 6 of these for $5, so I guess I can just be happy that it didn't immediately explode and kill me. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that these are going to be thrown in a drawer for dire situations only. Because those are tough. It also doesn't help that the drill's on 1%. And these rivets are the ones that came on the car. Let me see if I can find one of ours. All right. It's not gonna focus, so you'll just have to trust me. These are like the thinnest, flimsiest, not well constructed rivets. I don't know where they come from. I don't know where the person who put those panels on before, but this is what the entire body was held on when we first got the car. And these are the rivets that we use. They've got way more meat to them. They're thick. And here's a side-by-side comparison. Look at that, and it's even gonna focus. So for some reason, these, once you get a little bit of pressure down into them, instead of the top just flouring off and the drill bit going through, these will start spinning while still attached to the bottom part. So with a combination of all of those things, that was eventful trying to get that panel off. But now that it's off, we can rest easy and start figuring out the shape. Not necessarily the shape, but the way that this is going to kind of interact with this and where we're going to make our main mounts at. But first things first, I have to find a new 3/16 drill bit. My old one should still be out here. Here she is. If anybody has any recommendations on a company or somewhere that sells good quality 3/16 drill bits, send along my way, because over the past year, actually, I think we have officially made it a year of owning this car. As of yesterday or today, or maybe just sometime this week. I'm not really sure. The memory popped up on Facebook of the night we brought the car home. So over the past year, I've went through 7 drill bits. These ones, I believe I've got another one in there, because I think they came as a 2-pack and they were like $25. But these ones have been the most reliable so far. And I wish I could remember what brand they were off the top of my head, but I can't. See, same battery, different drill bit. But anywho, enough with my whining. That was an insanely bold first decision that I just made. My body did not clear that one with the brain, but we're here now. And that's going to be our first rivet we put in, apparently. I'm kind of moving around. I'm gonna take this extra jacket off. Just throw it over there. Alright. So, in the spirit of uniformity, it's not a word that I know of. I really got it. What was that all about there, bud? Alright, we're gonna have to have a talk after this. see. Okay. It's on me for not understanding what you got going on. I believe last time I did this, the hood was off. Hello there. Alright. So, made a few changes. I did take the hood off because I do believe last time the hood was off and made it substantially easier. Love what just happened, but it's fun. Charger, because that is not a thick piece of metal we're going through on the back side here. why don't you just drill out that rivet that you literally just put in there? Well, two reasons really. They're both pretty simple. One, wasn't really a forward thinker in that moment. And two, putting down a panel that has a bend in it like this, you tend to have to think of it like when you're putting on a sticker. If you don't want air bubbles, you have to start from the center and work your way out. You start from one side and try to smooth all the way over. Might lay funny. That's kind of what we got going here. If I were to start here and push all the way over, I'd have ripples in it. But since I started from here and chopped my way in, smooth. Here, and just do the same thing. And then we'll probably take the ones out of the bottom and work from the top to the bottom to kind of relieve our little bubble that we already have. Unless it looks cool, then I'll just leave it, you know? Wrong grow bit. That root of oil is massive. It's okay, just happy accidents and all that. one side done. I'm gonna put this battery on my fast charger, let it charge up, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna start prepping that for paint before the sun goes away. So I got that painted. It's still drying for the most part. Still figuring out how to use this rivet gun, but we're gonna pop it up where it's gonna go with just a couple rivets, so that way I can kind of get an idea of what it looks like when it's layered. Yeah, I think that's gonna be much better. So man, it already looks nice. From having that blue panel and a black panel, white and red car, we're off to a good start. Dang, ice on this thing. It's getting there. It's dang sure getting there. I don't want to put too many rivets in right now because I'm going to have to re-drill out this rivet in here so I can sink them. I should have thought about it before I set that other one down, but again, not forward thinking. Battery's out of it. Definitely, it says it's a quick charger. Yeah, boy. Just smudged a little corner of that paint. I'm almost positive. But it'll be okay. That's what I touch-up paint for. Man, I'm all over the place today. Just not being in the shop every day is really starting to take its toll on my flow. That's still lined up beautifully. So I'm going to take some of our spare material and cut in a little piece. It'll go kind of like this and cover this open area. I'll probably do it on the other side as long as I can do it without obstructing my view out of that corner. If not, I'll have one that comes up along the side like this and then just kind of barely hugs that side and sits in that valley. But worry about that when I get the rest of this kind of figured out. Freezing. So while we kind of wait on that deal to get a little bit more finished up, and as the sun's going down, so this video is about to come to a conclusion, I did pick up some angle iron to be able to complete the brackets for the spring steel for the front bumper, which I'm telling you, it's pretty stout. But I'm more so kind of thinking where I'm going to put it is going to be off to the sides. So it's kind of going to hit the natural bend of that bumper. That's where I'll have the material sat and then connect it. That way, when it bends, it kind of flexes it back out. At least that's my idea. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I've got to measure and cut and probably bend that angle iron to get it to sit where I want it to. But in all due time, time will tell. And then I'll have to hit up one of the race car shops, get some body bolts, because I'll use body bolts instead of rivets to hold those in. And then, yeah, pretty much, except for these two cut pieces, the building part is done, which is nice. It's also a little sad, but mostly nice. So I'm excited. It means we get to move on to bigger and better things. And here in probably a week or so, we'll start putting some charge in that battery and checking out what it's gonna want to do. Come on, make a bubble. There you go. That actually still looks really clean. You can see the amber color. So we can definitely use that as the break in the new season oil before we put the fancy oil in there. You might go and test on that oil and then get everything swapped over. But yeah, outside of me standing here and watching paint dry, that's about it for this deal. So we'll see you in the next one.